I fixed beds in Minecraft. Alright, so we all know the bed, right? You set it to night. You place it down, go to sleep, and it becomes daytime again. It's quite powerful if you think about it. Mainly it resets your spawn point, but it also skips the nighttime. So if there's a horde of zombies coming after you, then you can just sleep, set your spawn point in case you die, and set them all on fire. It's quite powerful. So I fixed that. So now, when you go to bed, it still sets your spawn point, but you now have dreams. So when you fall asleep, you have a 50% chance to spawn in the dream dimension, sweet dreams. And this is what it looks like. It's a flowery forest dimension. And you don't get to appreciate it all from this area, but it's quite a tall dimension. As you can see, it's like super amplified terrain. So if you want to jump through a cloud, you can in the dream dimension. You start flying. And see, it's a pretty nice dimension. And once you go to sleep, about after 5 minutes, you wake up. So when you sleep through. I guess when you dream through most of the night, but there's still 2 minutes where you have to endure, unless you have a second dream if you go back to bed, basically. And in this dimension, no hostile mobs spawn, and you're always giving an insane amount of regeneration. So if I stand in lava, you can see it doesn't hurt too much, despite me not wearing any armor and not having fire resistance. Let's just quickly get over to the water, though. I'm just gonna kill myself to get out. Alright, now if I fall asleep again, it's random. I might wake up if I woke up in the dream again, but I'll try to get the one. Alright, I woke up with a nightmare this time. So in the nightmare dimension, hostile mobs do spawn, and instead of it being a nice flower forest, crazy terrain, it's a soul sand valley, and there's a lot of bones everywhere. And once it loads in, we'll see the terrible mobs. So if you want to vote for data packs like these ones, make sure you are subscribed so that you don't miss videos like these, and check out the Discord server if you want to vote for data packs like this one. These monsters. So it's always night in this one, unlike the other one being always day. And in this dimension, ghasts and flying charged creepers spawn. Because that's fair. And these aren't any ordinary ghasts, these are ender ghasts. Which means any projectile, like for example if I grab a bow, they don't want to be shot, so they just kind of get out of the way. Let's say we got a bow. He kind of just doesn't get hit. And also I guess endermen spawn. Then the flying creepers, and they just hurt. And because the flying creepers, they're actually riding a Vex, if you can see as we get close. And they have half the charge duration, half the fuse. And because they're riding a Vex can fly through walls. If you try to dig into the ground or build up or something, they just fly right in and kind of blow up in your face. Yeah, you got the dimension again. Another thing I tweaked about this is we won't be able to see it, but I disabled phantom spawn because it's more from a technical standpoint, but because your sleep always gets interrupted, you never truly sleep. So after 3 nights period, they would start spawning, so I just disabled them. You might be asking, oh no, how do I get my phantom membranes now if there's no more phantoms? So I've added a use for rotten flesh, and that is to create phantom membranes. So all you need to do is have a piston crusher up here. So have a piston, then get some blue ice, then put a lever here. And for example, if you throw some rotten flesh in, crush it, then you get a phantom membrane. And because you're crushing it, I made it so that it will the rotten flesh will even keep certain properties of it. So if you name this anything, like let's say we name it subscribe, and then we chuck it in. You see when we collect the phantom membranes, they're still called subscribe. And you may chuck in as few or as many as you want, and it won't crush any other items though, so see, it leaves the piston just fine. And that's what I wanted to show you about this data pack. Alright, so to install this data pack, just quickly go create a world. I just named it this. It doesn't have to be creative, but I'm just going to do it for the showcase. Then find the link in the description and install this data pack. Select it here, create the world, and it'll say worlds using this are not supported, blah blah blah. It's fine if you're using 1.16.1. So just push proceed. And now let it generate up.